Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Runaway sen żółwia. Moi drodzy, poprzedni odcineczek zakończyliśmy w tym miejscu. Tak jak wspominałem, ten odcinek rozpoczniemy od rozmowy z Knife'em. I ogólnie mam nadzieję, że ten odcinek nie będzie tak przegadany jak poprzedni i w końcu zaczniemy coś tutaj robić.
I have to get him to lend me his motorboat.
Muszę go przekonać, żeby pożyczył mi motorówkę.
How's it hanging, Knife?
Just what you see, Bri. What about you? How's it hanging?
Mówiłeś, że wcześniej studiowałeś surfing na uniwersytecie.
Before, you said you studied surfing at the university.
Full on, mate. Since people spent all day on the beach and the classrooms were empty, the uni decided to dream up some more interesting majors and the students were majorly stoked. It was mythical, mate. I, for instance, signed up for 14 different majors. From skating sciences to applied Tai Chi, plus adventure sports theory and practicum and California punk aesthetics. I didn't go to class much, but it was cool to say your major was one of those rad subjects.
Lokelani powiedziała, że masz motorówkę.
Loki Lonnie told me you have a motorboat.
Loki Lonnie's a sweet babe, ain't she? So what about the motorboat?
Kręcisz się tą motorówką po okolicy, by odnaleźć odpowiednie fale.
I think he used the motorboat to look for waves on the nearby islands.
No, that was before. The guys in green told me they'll whip out their guns and shoot me if I use it. They must hate surfing so much that one of them says he wants to fly over the beach in a helicopter while I'm surfing and use me for target practice. People are just totally wacko.
Mógłbym pożyczyć twoją motorówkę?
Could I borrow your motorboat?
No regrets, mate. If those army thugs catch you, they'll rough you up and leave me boatless. Then forget looking for waves, cars, classes, and everything surfing means. Plus, just this morning I tuned it up, and I don't want you screwing it up.
Co to jest wszystko, co oznacza surfing?
What does everything surfing means stand for, if I may ask?
Mate, surfing is a philosophy of life. On the one hand, it forces you to let yourself get carried away by the currents of nature. And on the other, it makes you control the situation so you won't wipe out. To achieve that, which is the essence of surfing, you just need two things: balance and foresight. 3 days, mate. 3 days without riding a wave.
Balance and... Hold on a minute, Knife. We'll talk later.
All right, mate. You're in charge.
Balance and foresight. Those are the exact words Loki Lonnie used when she mentioned the bucking bronco. If I can convince him that he can practice surfing on it, then maybe he'll lend me his motorboat. The bad thing is that Loki Lonnie says it hasn't been working for a long time.
No dokładnie, będziemy musieli też tego byka w jakiś sposób naprawić. Ale zaraz, my jeszcze nie porozmawialiśmy na wszystkie tematy.
How's it hanging, Knife?
Just what you see, Bri. What about you? How's it hanging?
Mówiłeś, że studiowałeś surfing, okej. Jakie jest znaczenie tych ruchów, które przedtem wykonywałeś?
What's the meaning of those movements you were making before?
Tai Chi, mate. Since I can't surf, I have to do something to keep in shape.
Gdybym ci powiedział, że wiem jak możesz surfować już w tej chwili, pożyczyłbyś mi motorówkę?
If I told you that I know how you could start surfing right now, would you lend me your motorboat?
Mate, you are more mythical than the Red Hot Chili Peppers. How can I do that?
Well, it's not quite ready yet, but I'm working on it.
Mate, you're killing me. I almost wiped out. But okay, if you give me a way to surf, I'll lend you my boat.
To dość dziwne, że masz syna.
It seems weird to me that you have a son.
Koala? He is even weirder. I'm not sure whether he'll turn out to be a criminal or an artist.
Okej. Dlaczego uważasz, że zostanie artystą?
What makes you think he'll be an artist?
Didn't you see the sand turtle the little tyke built? I'm like totally amazed at the way he works with his hands. He made it in like 2 seconds, mate, right before going out for breakfast. But ever since he got his hands on that console, he's locked himself in the house and it's goodbye turtle.
No jeszcze nie miałem okazji temu żółwiowi się przyglądać, ale za chwilę to uczynimy. A czemu myślisz, że wyrośnie na przestępcę?
Why do you think he'll be a criminal when he grows up?
'Cause he's killing me, mate. Me and everyone else, 'cause he can't sit still for a second. He doesn't actually speak, but his actions speak loud enough. This morning, while we were having breakfast at Loki Lonnie's, he started raging on this military mate, who almost whacked him to the other side of the island. And he's one fast little bugger too. If you turn the other way for a second, he'll totally whip your butt. By the way, that Loki Lonnie's a hot babe, eh?
Mówiłeś, że twój syn ma na imię Koala.
Did you say your kid's name is Koala?
No, mate. Actually, his name is... It's... Mike. Well, eventually I'll remember. I call him Koala because of this cartoon movie he's watched like 10 bazillion times. One of the characters is this blue alien, but the kid kept yapping, "Look at the koala!" Since he saw one when he went to visit his grandparents that summer, it was koala this and koala that. So now, he's stuck with koala.
Okej. Wydaje się, że jesteś za młody, żeby mieć syna.
You look too young to have a son.
I'm telling you, mate, it just happened once, kinda by chance. I met this hot, amazing, mythical babe who digs adventure sports and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We were kindred souls, but hers was in a bikini. The thing is, when Koala was born, she got the chance to climb Mount Everest on a tightrope. So of course she bailed. Then she did this round-the-world hydro bike tour, then some other expedition, then another. So, I guess she'll come back someday, but I try not to let it get to me. There's too much stuff to keep me busy, and freaking out is for nerds.
Let's leave your son be.
Yeah, mate, if he gets bored with that game Power Station or whatever it's called, you're gonna freak.
No dobra, czyli gościu po prostu zaliczył wpadkę. Zostawię ci teraz nóż.
I'll just leave you alone here, Knife.
Later, mate.
Też ma fajne imię. Nóż. Dobra, widzę, że tu jest Kai, z którym też za chwilę zamienimy słówko, ale spójrzmy na tego żółwia.
I wish my friend Saturn were here. Sculpture is one of his passions, and I'm sure he'd like it. Better learn to control that urge to destroy things for no reason.
Nie możemy nic przy tym żółwiu zrobić.
It must be left over from when Knife set up the sawhorse that the board is resting on. Sure, I doubt Knife would mind. It's a good rope. Seems strong.
Wzięliśmy kawałek gliny do ekwipunku.
Perfect complexion ink, talcum powder. I might need it. I don't know why they say talcum powder smells like babies. To me, it smells like talcum powder.
Wzięliśmy talk do ekwipunku.
According to Knife, his little offspring is inside. After what Knife said about his son, I'd better stay out.
Myślę, że później tak czy inaczej będziemy mogli zajrzeć do środka.
I hope it's well attached. I don't want to leave here with it on. I'd rather not have to do that unless I can think of a specific purpose. I suppose it belongs to Kai. No, now's not the time to hang 10. The guy must be a monster on the waves, but he's a lazy dog in that hammock.
No dobra, porozmawiajmy z nim.
Something happened before, and I just don't get it. While I was talking with Knife, Kai called me by my name, but I'd swear I never mentioned it. I'll go ask him about it. Excuse me for bothering you, Kai,
Aloha, Brian.
but how do you know my name?
You mean you never mentioned it?
Not as I remember.
Well, I must have heard it around town, brah.
That's funny, because I just got to this island.
Welcome, then. Do you plan on sticking around, brah?
No way. I'm just passing through. Or more like I just dropped in by chance.
No. Stay as long as you want, brah. I like it when you Malihini come to live here. As long as you don't make noise and you let me meditate in peace. There's few and few of us who speak Hawaiian, though. And it's sad to see the traditions disappear. I bet you don't even know that Mala, the name of the island, means garden.
I'd love to learn Hawaiian, but I have no time to waste.
Hang loose, brah. Nothing in life is worth running away. First, you have to ask yourself about the mana'o and things. What they truly mean. And the best way to do that is to lay down and take a load off for a while.
Darn, the main reason I came was to ask you a few questions.
Whatever you want, brah.
W porządku, gościu, chyba jako jedyny na tej wyspie, który lubi Briana. Nie wiesz, czy jest jakieś przejście do obozu wojskowego, takie, którego nie pilnują.
Do you know if there's any way into the military camp without being seen?
Not a one, brah. Those soldiers are as wa'awa'iki as they seem. They set up around the Tiki Temple, and that place is practically impenetrable.
Słyszałem, że jesteś bohaterem surfingu.
I've heard you're a surfing hero, even though you're missing a leg.
No big deal, brah. People who don't think exaggerate all the time. Lots of talking, lots of hurrying, and little meditating. People should spend more time lying in a hammock. Plus, if that shark hadn't gnawed my leg off, nobody would talk about me.
Ciężko musi ci się żyć ze sztuczną nogą.
It must be hard to live with a prosthetic leg.
Maybe at first. Until you find someone missing the opposite leg who has the same taste in shoes as you. So just imagine, I'm saving a fortune.
Straszne faux pas popełnił ten rekin.
What a faux pas, that shark mess.
Not as much as you think. Since then, I look at things from a much calmer perspective. And I appreciate certain things I wasn't interested in before. I got my parents' house back and moved into it. I took Knife in as a student to convey my knowledge to him, and I started to study my own island, its past, its animal life, its customs, but mainly it helped me discover my true calling, meditating.
I'm curious about your peg leg.
It's a leg made of flexible black metal, especially for athletes, but I don't think you can see it, brah. Knife's kid Koala stole it from me this morning. The little rugrat was playing with the sand, and I guess he used it as a shovel. Who knows where he hid it?
Getting back to what we were discussing,
Okej, czyli obstawiam, że będziemy musieli znaleźć jego sztuczną nogę. Według Lokelani, twój dziadek był szamanem.
according to Lokelani, your grandpa was a witch doctor.
Nani Koki, Lokelani, huh? Yeah, my grandpa and my great-grandpa before him was the island's official kahuna and official witch doctor of the poultry god. His specialty was bringing poultry shop chickens back to life.
Czy to prawda, że kiedy ptak padł martwy, twój dziadek potrafił go ożywić?
Is it true that if a bird dropped dead, your grandpa could revive it?
That was his specialty as a kahuna. He was called Kini Papa Moa, which means something like King of the Sick Poultry. He was so famous they showed him on TV around the world, until the National Bird Lovers Association denounced mistreatment of our fine feathered friends, and he was never allowed to revive a bird again. Then he started learning Reiki to use as a hangover remedy, but he never seemed to be very good at it. Maybe it's because he only had one hand.
Na pewno wiesz to i owo o szamaństwie.
I guess you must know a thing or two about witch doctoring.
My grandfather would always take me to his Hawaii, his ritual hut, which is where he would teach me everything a good kahuna should know. Sharks are the spirits of our ancestors. To revive a bird, add a bit of this and a dash of that. Do this, do that.
A twój pradziad też był szamanem?
So, your great-grandpa was a witch doctor too?
Yeah, brah, they say he was a specialist in hearing the future through the sound of waves. Though I've also heard he was born without one of his ears.
Ja nie rozumiem, co jest nie tak z tą rodziną. Pradziadek bez ucha, dziadek bez ręki, on bez nogi. To jak będzie wyglądało jego potomstwo? Będzie bez, nie wiem, członka? A co znaczy nani koki w odniesieniu do Lokelani?
What does Nani Koki mean, referring to Lokelani?
Pretty much the same as Hilo Hilo. But Lokilani is much more than that. You gotta admit that Kio has turned into one real huilau. I'm just saying that 'cause that nice fat manu she has. And that incredibly uli pair of pekekeu. Get my mind to think of nothing but lele, lele, and more lele.
I'm not sure, but that sounded a bit gross.
Why? It's just that the girl has turned into a true pet fanatic, which is just 'cause of that big fat parrot she has. With that incredibly wide pair of wings that get my mind to think of nothing but flying, flying, and more flying. What did you think I meant, bro?
Me? Nothing. But I still don't know what it means if you say Lokelani is Nani Koki.
Heck if I know. Oh yeah, I think it means the same thing as when Knife says she's a hot babe. Or something like that.
Maybe we should talk about witch doctoring some other day.
Alright, bro.
Co znaczy słowo bro, które tak często powtarzasz?
What does that word bra mean that you say so often?
I wouldn't know how to translate it, bro. Hold on, maybe Knife knows. Listen, bro.
What do you want, mate?
Hey, how would you translate bra, bro?
I don't know, mate.
Think harder, bro.
Hey, the one who speaks the Hawaiian lingo is you, mate.
Yeah, but I want to know how to say bra in your language.
No, mate, I don't know what bra means.
You sure, bra?
Don't go aggro on me, mate.
I can't stand the way that bra's always saying mate all the time. Sorry, Brian. You're just gonna have to find out then.
I'll just keep strolling around the island.
Aloha kaua, Brian. I'm just gonna keep meditating for a while.
A mi się wydaje, że bro to jest coś po prostu jak bracie, ziomek i tak dalej, i tak dalej. Zresztą jeżeli oglądacie kanał Polish Paranormal TV, no to właśnie oni też tak do siebie mówią. Bro. Mogę iść tam, mogę iść tam. W którą stronę? W lewo czy w prawo?
There's a cute little miniature-sized dog, and a motorboat which, of course, must be the one that belongs to Knife.
Idź do pomostu, wow. Faktycznie piękna motorówka. Coś tu mamy, skrzynkę z narzędziami.
It most likely belongs to Knife. I'll take it. Knife probably won't mind. Not much in it. Wrenches and screwdrivers and things like that. But some tools is better than no tools.
Okej, wzięliśmy narzędzia do ekwipunku.
It's pretty small, but I'm not exactly going on a cruise. No, Knife might think I want to steal it.
Na pewno kiedy uda nam się naprawić byka, no to będziemy mogli pożyczyć tą motorówkę. Czyli tak. Rozbity hydroplan. Tutaj byliśmy, tutaj byliśmy, tutaj byliśmy. Może udajmy się z powrotem na plażę Luana. Bo tutaj też musimy naprawić przede wszystkim byka. Musimy doprowadzić prąd do tego miejsca. A tutaj mamy centrum turystyczne, które jest zamknięte. Tak samo wejście do kahuna, czyli morskiej potrawy. O! Tego miejsca jeszcze nie oglądaliśmy.
Nothing more than your everyday garbage container. I'm not exactly dying to open it, but let's see what's inside. I hope it smells better inside than outside. Bags of trash, old newspapers. Ooh, this could be totally usable. Almost a whole stick of butter. And no, nothing else in there looks recyclable, at least for now.
To jest to, co lubię w grach przygodowych. Grzebanie w śmietniku. Ale po jaką cholerę wzięliśmy kostkę masła? Znajdujemy się na rajskiej wyspie. Jest strasznie gorąco. To masło nam się za chwilę rozpuści w tym ekwipunku.
It's practically a whole stick.
Zresztą wzięliśmy je ze śmietnika. Pewnie też nieładnie pachnie.
They must lead to the basement.
I can't do it unless I remove that board first.
Musiałbym w jakiś sposób usunąć tą deskę, tak?
Seems like a good plan, but that rope doesn't seem too strong.
Okej.
That makes no sense.
Czyli tego jednak tutaj użyć nie mogę. No dobra, ale wzięliśmy kostkę masła. Nie mam zielonego pojęcia, do czego może mi się przydać, ale może porozmawiamy z lokalami.
Hey, Lokelani.
What's on your mind, Kaimi?
Czy są jakieś nowe opcje dialogowe? Możesz mi pożyczyć jeszcze kawałek kredy. Okej, no dobra.
What do you know about that photo stand over there?
Oh, it's just another money pit for tourists that my boss set up.
A dlaczego nie działa?
And why isn't it working?
No, it actually works fine. It's probably just not plugged in.
Where can I get my hands on some photo stand tokens? Do you sell them?
No, they normally sell them in the souvenir shop, but since it's closed, if you had a tow truck, you could lift the photo stand platform. Because lots of tourists drop coins in the cracks between them, and there they stay until my money-grubbing boss does a full sweep to gather them up.
Okej.
I'm gonna take a stroll. See ya later on.
See you around.
Czyli dostaliśmy jakąś podpowiedź. Żetony prawdopodobnie gdzieś tam leżą. A tutaj mamy tego mechanicznego byka i prawdopodobnie musimy do niego dostarczyć prąd.
Yeah, maybe I can get the Bronco to buck again. What a mess! Only a genius could fix that mechanical nightmare.
Tu nic nie ma, tu nic nie ma. Tutaj mamy szałas z mnichem, ale ogólnie nie uda nam się z nim porozmawiać, dopóki nie skołujemy kredy. Spójrz na linę.
It has a metal hook at the end. Okay, it could be handy. Huh, it looks like the other end of the cable is hooked onto something down there.
Drugi koniec liny zaczepił się o coś na dole.
Sure, I'll take a glance under the shack. It's pretty dark. I'll get a little closer. I knew it! The cable is caught up in the roots of a palm tree. It must have been stuck here for ages, and I can't get it untied. I don't know what this darn cable is for, but it's sure stuck tight.
A nie da się po prostu użyć na tym jakiegoś noża bądź szkiełka, żeby odciąć tą linę? Może by się dało, ale ja nie mam czegoś takiego w ekwipunku.
It has wrenches and screwdrivers inside, but little more. I picked the...
Nie mogę otworzyć tej skrzynki. Mam też masło. Ale że co, że masło miałbym na tym użyć? To by było bez sensu.
Yeah, maybe if I grease the knot, it'll come loose.
A jednak...
Presto, it's untied. With all that effort to untie it, I'm not leaving it there.
Okej. No kurde, no nie spodziewałem się, że masłem uda mi się rozwiązać linę. Mamy stalową linę, okej.
That idea is not good.
Nie mogę tych dwóch lin połączyć ze sobą. Ale spoko. Skoro mam linę, to może uda się otworzyć tamte deski, które widzieliśmy wcześniej. Dobra.
Yeah, let's see if Lokelani is right. Man, it's dark. Who knows what's crawling around down there? There might be a token under the boards, but it's pitch black underneath. There was nothing as far as my arm could stretch anyway.
Znaczy, my się tam nie dostaniemy, my się tam nie zmieścimy. Ale mamy tą małpę.
That doesn't sound like a bright idea to me. Try to get the long-tailed troublemaker to go under there, grab a token, and give it to me? That would rank #1 on any list of outlandish ideas, but in my particular case, I've done nuttier things, and they've worked out in the end. Knowing that lemur's nasty ways, I doubt this'll work. But times are desperate. Come on, little guy. Bring a pretty token to nice old Uncle Brian. That's it, you lovable furball. In you go. I wonder if he's actually following my instructions or lunching on sand crabs. Hello? Good primate. Hey, wait! More whiskey, you sauced little scamp? No? What now? Beer. This is insane! I'm enslaved to a boozed-up simian. He's pretty darn good at drawing, though. Well, I guess I have no choice but to find my alcoholic lemur a brewski.
Okej. Małpa znalazła żeton, ale odda nam go za szklaneczkę zimnego browarku. No gdzie by mógł znaleźć browarek? Oczywiście, że w barze u Lokelani.
Lokelani, I wanted to ask you for something.
Oh, sorry. I must be the worst waitress in the Pacific. What can I do for you, Kaimi?
No, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to chat with you.
Potrzebuję zimne piwko. Tak długo już chodzę na słońcu, że całkiem mnie wysuszyło. Poproszę piwo.
I've been walking around in the sun for so long, I'm parched. Give me a beer, please.
Sure thing. That'll be $2.
Well, the truth is, I don't have a cent on me, but I'll pay you back. You can trust me.
Sorry, my boss doesn't let customers run a tab, and I don't trust men that much. While we're on that topic, there's something I wanted to mention.
I'm listening.
Here's the thing. I get the impression that you never listen to me when I'm talking to you, and it really bums me out.
But do you think I would have spent so much time with you if I didn't like hearing you describe the island, your work, your boyfriends?
That's easy to say, but I need you to demonstrate it. I've got it. I'll ask you a few questions about my ex-boyfriends, and if you're right, I'll give you a beer on the house.
Well, so far I haven't really gotten their names straight, I admit. Plus, you might ask me about a boyfriend you've never mentioned.
That must mean we need more quality time together. Ready?
If I must.
I had a Central European boyfriend who bears a great resemblance to the Colonel. What was his name? Kaimi?
Okej, mamy tutaj quiz odnośnie chłopaków Lolani. No kurde, powiem wam tak, że słuchałem dokładnie jak mają na imię, ale kompletnie nie pamiętam. Jak mógł mieć na imię ten pułkownik? Hamlin, Iwo, Loning, Ludwik, Medwin czy Milo? Szczerze powiedziawszy, nie mam zielonego pojęcia.
Ludwig.
I'm sorry, Kaimi. It pains me to verify that you never pay attention.
Ojej, będę musiał tak długo powtarzać ten quiz, aż w końcu trafię.
Hey, Lokelani.
What's on your mind, Kaimi?
Możesz mi pożyczyć jeszcze kawałek kredy, okej.
It might have seemed as if I wasn't listening to you before, but that's not true.
Well, if you want to take another stab in the dark...
All right, I'll try. But only 'cause it's you, Lokelani. You have so many old boyfriends that even you must forget when you dumped one and started dating the next.
I had a Central European boyfriend who bears a great resemblance to the Colonel. What was his name? Kaimi?
Milo?
Well, alright, but that one was a cinch. I also went out with a Polynesian dude. His name was...
Lopati.
Not bad. Now let's see if you can remember which of my exes was of Indian origin.
Tiru.
Very good. Now for the last one. Which of my ex-boyfriends had the same name as you?
That one I know. Brian.
Now, did you think I'd make it that easy? I want his last name.
That's not fair. Plus, I'm sure you never mentioned it.
Well, of course I mentioned it, silly.
I swear you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
All right, stop it. I mentioned it, period. If you don't remember, that's your problem. Spit it out.
Russell.
Oh, Kaimi. Finally a guy who knows how to listen to a girl. Come here, you've earned a free beer. Though I don't know if I have any left after Kai and Knife's daily 7-beer brunch. Oh, you're in luck. There's one left.
Thanks, Lokelani. It is truly ice cold. If that deadbeat monkey gets a sore throat, I hope nobody blames me.
Are you alright, Kaimi? You look like you're out of it.
Me? Not at all. I'm gonna take a stroll. See ya later on.
See you around.
W końcu udało mi się rozwiązać ten quiz. No kurde, nie wiem ile czasu przy tym spędziłem, ale naprawdę. Nie udało się tego wykonać, nie robiąc tego metodą prób i błędów. No chyba, że ktoś ma na tyle dobrą pamięć, że zapamiętał te wszystkie imiona jej chłopaków, bądź zapisywał sobie je na kartce. Ja niestety tego nie zrobiłem i po prostu musiałem przeklikiwać wszystkie imiona po kolei, no aż w końcu trafiłem na te właściwe. Okej, dobra, mamy tutaj małego demona pod spodem, który żąda piwa.
Little demon, look what your slave brought. I hope he doesn't pass out down there. Little demon? Why, you... That's better. It's so much easier to get tokens back on Coney Island. Well, kid, nice to have met you, but I think it's time to go our separate... Okay. Oh, jeez, he's hitting the bottle again. Where would he end up if I wasn't taking care of him?
Lemur automatycznie wskoczył do mojego ekwipunku. No dobra. Mamy żeton, zatem zobaczmy, czy uda się go tutaj włożyć.
But the machine isn't turned on. I don't want it to gobble up my token for nothing.
A, w pierwszej kolejności bym musiał ją uruchomić.
That idea?
No dobra. Tylko, że z tego co pamiętam, to ona nie działa.
It's a good way to hide the camera while adding to the local charm factor. I'd better leave it there, in case I break it during the removal process.
Tutaj nigdzie się iść nie da. Aczkolwiek no, obczaję sobie tą okolicę. Chociaż nie widzę strzałeczki, żeby mógł na przykład podejść do tego miejsca. No dobra, Brian zbyt długo chodzi. Co w takim razie mielibyśmy teraz zrobić? Mam żeton, mam stalową linę, mam masło. Spróbuję tą linę, którą zabrałem, przywiązać do tej deski.
Yeah, good idea. Done. Yes, I'll pull as strong as I can to see if the board gives. Here we go. I think I'll need to pump some iron at the gym if I want to break that board.
Okej, dobry pomysł, ale to jednak nie zadziałało. Mogę wyjść z powrotem na ulicę. Idź zobaczyć się z żołnierzem. O!
I'm not very tempted by the idea of chit-chatting with more military types. But if I have no other choice...
Huh. This guy's reading. I hope that good habit makes him act nicer than his cohorts. Hello there.
Marine Zachariah O'Connor, at your orders, sir.
What do you mean, at my orders?
Pardon my indiscretion, sir, but I know a superior officer when I see one, even if he's disguised in plain clothes, sir.
Jeez, how funny. Why do you think that?
Because you wear flashy colors to draw attention to yourself, sir. And that is precisely what nobody would expect of a soldier going incognito, sir. If you allow me to make a remark, I believe that was a very intelligent idea, sir.
Well, if you say so. By the way, you could try not to yell when you're talking.
Impossible, sir. I'm hard of hearing, and if I don't speak up, I run the risk of not knowing what the devil I'm saying, sir.
Okay.
Let's see. What do I say to him now?
Soldier O'Connor.
Sir, yes, sir.
Nie widzieliście dziś przypadkiem dziewczyny spadającej z nieba?
You didn't happen to see a girl dropping out of the sky today by any chance?
No, sir. I always wear my ball cap this way, so I'm usually blind as a bat, sir.
A dlaczego nie nosisz czapki tak, żeby coś widzieć?
Why don't you wear a hat that lets you see?
It's a lumberjack custom to protect our eyes, sir. Keeps the sawdust out on the one hand, and on the other, it keeps the bird doo-doo away when you climb a tree, sir.
What in the good Lord's name can you do for your army if you're half deaf and blind as a bat?
My main task is as a lookout, sir. I used to work as a lumberjack before enlisting, and there's no one in this regiment who can climb a tree as fast as me, sir.
Chciałbym zobaczyć, jak wchodzisz na drzewo.
I'd like to see you climb a tree.
With pleasure, but I need rope to do that, and I don't have any here, sir.
So you climb trees to spy on people? When I see the colonel, I'll have you tried for treason.
You are hilarious, sir. A deaf spy, sir. High treason. Your lady friend must bust her gut with you, sir.
My lady friend?
I meant that girl disguised as a waitress, whose body I couldn't describe without making an indecent comment or two, sir. I'm sure that she's actually an MP, with the mission to weed out soldiers who hit the booze too much, sir.
No, tak się składa, że my mamy kawałek gliny w ekwipunku, więc... No miejmy nadzieję, że ten żołnierz wyjdzie na drzewo. Zabierz mnie do obozu.
Take me to the camp.
Shoot, sir, I can't. People would be surprised to see a civilian snooping around. Someone would recognize you and it would mess up your plans, sir.
Czy ktoś mnie rozpozna, czy nie, to już moja sprawa.
Well, whether I'm recognized or not is my problem.
I know you're testing me, and I'll end up with my butt in jail if I fall into your trap. So I'm forced to say, no, sir.
I was told that nobody would bug me if I came in with Soldier O'Connor.
No, sir. Only Professor Pignon is authorized to enter the camp with me, sir.
Kim jest profesor Pignon?
Who's Professor Pignon?
I've never seen him, sir. I only know that when he gets here, I'm supposed to drive him to the camp and remain at his orders as long as he's on the island, sir. Ah, and I was given a photo. Look.
Which one is he? The monobrow with the wart?
No, sir. The old one is Professor James Simon. Good guy. He retired a year ago, more or less.
So, Pignon is the young one.
Gee, sir, you are a sharp tack. I never would have guessed that in my life.
Ogólnie ten profesor Pignon jest strasznie podobny do Briana, tylko kolor skóry się nie zgadza. A czy pomyślałeś, że mogę kazać łamać cię kołem i poćwiartować za zdradzenie tajnej informacji?
Have you considered I could have you drawn and quartered for giving away confidential info?
You've got me between a rock and a hard place, sir. I'm damned if I lie, and I'm damned if I tell the truth. I'm just a foot soldier who can't compete with your devilish West Point logic, sir.
Czy wiesz, jak on tu dotrze?
Do you know how he'll get here?
I guess you'll be tired, sir.
I meant, what mode of transportation will he arrive in?
I don't know, sir. But whether by plane, train, boat, or swimming, you can't deny he'll be tired. Especially if he comes swimming, sir.
Let's talk about something else.
As you order, sir.
Masz może kawałek kredy?
Got a piece of chalk on you?
No, sir, but at school I learned to make them. It's quite complicated, sir. You have to grate a bit of plaster, mix it with gum arabic, and place the mixture in a test tube, sir.
Okie doke. So, what's the complicated part?
That's all, sir.
I see. Hey, I have another question, O'Connor. Return to your position, soldier, and remember, I'm watching you.
At your orders, sir!
No dobra, spróbuję przekazać mu linę i zobaczymy, czy wejdzie na drzewo.
Yes, that way he can climb up the trees and I can get rid of him. Just watch how riled up he gets. O'Connor, I have something for you.
Sir, thank you, sir!
Oh man, I'll have to make this a bit more obvious. Soldier, let's see if you're as big a man as you say. Grab that rope and climb that tree, now!
Sir, yes, sir!
Zobaczmy, co możemy stąd zabrać.
Yes, now is the time. I bet he won't notice. Mine. I sure hope O'Connor doesn't notice it's missing.
Okej.
Now's my chance. It has all the power I need, and then some. I'll just use it for a sec, and he probably won't notice. Well, it seems like O'Connor is none the wiser, but... That way I'll tie up all my loose ends, 'cause you never know, I may use it again. Just in time, O'Connor's coming back. Better just fake it.
Done, sir!
Did you hear anything strange while you were up there, soldier?
Just some vehicles off in the distance, sir. But allow me to correct you. You climb a tree to see, not to hear, sir.
All right, O'Connor. At ease.
Okej. Ale udało nam się zdobyć zdjęcie, no i wyrwaliśmy też tą dechę przy okazji. Zobaczmy, co kryje się w środku.
They don't look like they weigh too much. Jeez. Looks like we're making some progress. Whoa, dude! It's too dark from up here, and my spiky hair is blocking the sunlight. I'll go down and see if there's a better view from inside. Okay, down we go.
Wow, cóż to za miejsce?
As expected, I can't see a thing, but I guess my eyes will slowly adjust. It looks like a storeroom for keeping old junk. It's pitch black in here.
Jest tu strasznie ciemno, spójrz na generator.
It's running and producing power. It's probably providing electricity to everyone on the beach.
O, tutaj mamy przełączniki. Może dzięki temu uda się w końcu uruchomić tego byka.
It looks like you can turn the electricity on and off for several places on the beach from here. As far as I can see, there are 6 switches for 6 specific places, plus the general circuit breaker.
Hey, what was that? Are you messing with the circuit breaker, Kaimi?
Yeah?
Well, you better turn my electricity back on, because my fan stopped and it's a scorcher today.
Dobra, co my tutaj mamy?
I don't know much about electricity, but I'd say these are fuses.
Kaimi, you cut my... Kaimi, you cut my power off again.
Dobra, coś poprzełączałem. Nie mam zielonego pojęcia, czy dobrze to zrobiłem. Ale wyjdźmy na zewnątrz. Ogólnie tak, dostaliśmy hinta, jak zrobić kredę. My w ekwipunku mamy talk, mamy też cygarniczkę, która mogłaby posłużyć za pojemnik.
Hey, that might actually work. Now I just need to mix this properly.
Ale ogólnie potrzebowałbym jeszcze jakiegoś kleju, żeby to wszystko związało.
I doubt that'd work.
Masła na tym użyć nie mogę.
What's up, Karen?
Brian imbecyl, no tak, wszyscy mnie tak tu nazywają.
I'd better not get too close. It's full of sap.
Ociekarzewicą.
I'd better not get...
Okej.
The sap isn't quite gum Arabic, but it should work. I hope the cap doesn't come off, or I can say goodbye to my pocket and everything in it. And now, shake up the concoction a bit, make sure it's nice and compact, and presto! A real, genuine, homemade piece of chalk made in the true Brian Basco style.
Mamy kredę, więc ponownie będziemy mogli porozmawiać z mnichem.
I hope it'll Here you go, mister. Now we can continue our little chat. Now, where were we?
Moja dziewczyna wpadła do jeziora, okej. A co robisz? Ojcze, zgrzeszyłem? Jesteś niemową, czy tylko udajesz?
A girlfriend of mine fell into the lake. Are you sure you haven't seen her? Very sure.
Ale w sumie to nie ma nowych opcji dialogowych.
Are you mute or just pretending? Long time since I used earthling speech organs.
A z jakich organów mowy zwykle używasz? Skrzeli?
And what speech organs do you use then? Gills? I best with extraterrestrial ones.
Ziemskich? Nie wmówisz mi, że przybyłeś z innej planety.
Earthling? Don't tell me you come from another planet. Rather not say where I've been. Are you sure you and I have never talked before? Lately, I only use telepathy. Boggles the mind, huh? Where have I heard that phrase before? Wait a sec. Boggles the mind. Hey, I got it. You're Joshua!
Of course, Joshua Nakayama Smith, to be precise. Do I know you?
Hey, but you can talk. Why didn't you before now?
My cocoa fruits must adapt to Earthling atmosphere. So long since I talk, I hardly remember. Wherever I hear my name and I remember how to talk.
Don't you remember me? I'm Brian.
Brian, the famous UFOologist.
No, I'm Brian.
Brian Scholarly, that retarded anti-UFO moron.
No, Brian Basco. Don't you remember me?
I don't know. You sure you not Scholarly? Cause you look like really retarded moron.
Sure, Joshua. Hey, about those extraterrestrials and telepathy, that was just your imagination, right?
I knew it. Typical skeptical lie from moron like Scullery.
Give it up already. That's not me. You and I are pals.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I believe you.
Pamiętam, że byłeś świetny w pracach manualnych. Pomożesz mi naprawić mechanicznego byka?
I remember you were great with your hands. Could you help me fix a bucking bronco?
You brought a goblin, Scullery? I not give you water in desert?
O, powiedz mi teraz wszystko o tych obcych z innej planety.
Give me a full explanation about this other planet now.
As if I were going to explain it to you, you moron!
Ale ogólnie zastanawiam się, jak Joshua wrócił na Ziemię. Przecież pamiętamy w poprzedniej części, że poleciał w kosmos.
I'll help you get in contact with the extraterrestrials.
Oh yeah? Tell me how?
Spotkałem cię w kraterze niedaleko Douglasville. Pamiętam, że twoje imię oznaczało wyzwolenie.
I met you in a crater near Douglasville. I remember your name means liberation.
Big deal! Anyone could know that.
Pomogłem ci naprawić twoją machinę kontaktową łańcuchem od roweru i kluczem 10.
I helped you fix your contacting machine with a bicycle chain and a 10-gauge wrench.
Yeah, I think I remember you. You sure that was you?
Miałeś hełm telepatyczny, żeby nawiązać łączność z UFO i podobnych rzeczy.
You had a telepathic helmet to communicate with UFOs and that kind of stuff.
It's true. Whatever happened to it?
I figured out the musical password which, according to you, opened the dimensional gateway. Then you rose into the sky wrapped in a halo of light and said, "You don't know how much love I'm taking with me, Brian."
Oh yeah, now I remember everything. Oh, but you look so different, Brian. I remember you much less debonair and a bit more geeky. So tell me, what do you want to know, my friend?
Czego byśmy chcieli się dowiedzieć? Czy naprawi dla nas manualnego byka? A właśnie, no więc po co wróciłeś na Ziemię? Może powie, w jaki sposób tutaj wrócił?
So, why did you return to Earth?
I came along with a team of scientists from the planet Trantor on a routine mission. But it looks like things have taken a bizarre turn and, well, I'm not sure what's going on, but Alpha, the big mucky muck on the ship, has given me a mission of vital importance to mankind. Or something like that. I must find a guy named Professor Simon and deliver a message to him. I'll go out in search of him as soon as the boat gets me off this island. You could come with me, Brian.
Bardzo chętnie bym z tobą popłynął, ale mam inne rzeczy na głowie. Mam nadzieję, że ten Simon jest psychiatrą, bo go potrzebujesz.
I hope that Simon is a psychiatrist, because you need one, and a good one.
You're starting to talk like your namesake Scullery, which makes me very sad.
I need you to fix the bucking bronco. Otherwise, I can't help you.
Well, I have always been good at doing odd jobs around the house. Let's make a little trade-off. I'll help you with the Bronco, and you help me with my mission, okay?
I don't know. I may find a way out of here before the boat gets here. Yeah, if you fix the bucking bronco, I'll get you off the island and take you wherever you want.
You want me to fix this mess so some schmuck can lend you a silly old motorboat?
Yes, Joshua, that's what I said. Come on, let's see if you can fix this jalopy.
Brian, fiddling with this type of wreck is my personal forte. Don't you worry. We're treading on my main territory.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I broke the fall with my own skull. Yeah, just got a little bump on the noggin.
You think you'll be able to fix it?
I didn't break anything, but thanks.
I was talking about the bronco.
That old antique is practically from the Wild West. But give me a while and I'll figure out why it's not bucking. For now, just find me a 10-gauge wrench and some oil to grease the machinery. 'Cause it's drier than Scullery's brain.
This guy's totally obsessed with 10-gauge wrenches.
No tak się składa, że my mamy skrzynkę z narzędziami, mamy też masło, które może posłużyć za coś, nie wiem, olej, coś ślickiego.
I brought you some tools, Joshua.
Let's see if there's a 10-gauge wrench in here. Or my tooth enamel will be permanently damaged from turning bolts with my mouth.
Joshua zawsze był nienormalny, a ta część mnie tylko w tym potwierdza.
Well, there's no 10-gauge. I'll have to make do with this 6-gauge and this 4-gauge together.
Joshua, take this lubricant I brought you.
Okay. Oh, excellent. So where's the toast?
There is no toast. It's to grease the machinery.
Oh, yeah? All right.
No, I'd better let him work.
A, pewnie czasówka, tak jak to było w poprzednich częściach. Musi to chwileczkę potrwać, zanim naprawi tego byka. Słuchajcie, moi drodzy, w tym miejscu kończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. No jak widzicie, fabuła ruszyła troszeczkę do przodu. A tymczasem dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!